All right, so we are at my mentor's event, Scale and Escape, and one of the cool things about starting this 203K community is I get to bring people in my community, my students, into my world, and we're all learning more about it. And luckily, Tim, one of my favorite students so far, and he's killing it right now, was able to come through and join on this one. So this is me and Tim's first time meeting in person, and I wanted to take a chance to get some insight on, you being really one of my star students, I think you knocked it out of the park, but I want to jump right into it and just ask, for anybody watching or thinking about it, why'd you pick the 203K way? Why'd you pick my program over other programs? What was it about this strategy was the one that you decided is where you want to go?
Yeah, I had just sold my house and made a pretty good profit. So I wanted to make sure I maximized that in my next purchase. I didn't want to sell high and buy high.
Yeah.
So it became obvious to me after doing some research that the 203K was the best vehicle to leverage my money as efficiently as possible to maximize.
What'd you like about it the most?
I liked the low down payment. I liked the fact that I could just lump everything in to one loan. And I also liked the fact that I would have guidance through it,
right,
through a consultant. But it wasn't enough for me. I felt I needed more. I felt I needed more guidance. I didn't have the skills to navigate it on my own. And that's when I found your program and realized that was the way to go for me.
Awesome. So, what would you say was the biggest problem for you from you starting on your own? Now, obviously, you're definitely capable of doing it on your own. You're crushing it now. But what was the big thing holding you back from getting started?
For me, I would say it was a big lack of confidence. It was the fact that I had never done anything like that before. I had purchased a home, but I had never in this way. Never. I wanted to get into real estate investing. I didn't know how. I didn't know how to manage a renovation. That was the big one for me.
So obviously we've been working together for a little while now, and you're crushing it on your deal. We'll get a little bit more into your deal in a second. How has the 203K Way Inner Circle and being part of this group helped you specifically? What have been the biggest factors for you?
The systems that you have in place helped me know exactly what to do each step of the way to get over the hurdles, and it gave me the confidence to face those hurdles.
Yeah, man. How's your life different now since joining? You implemented those systems, right?
Sure.
I gave you the systems, but you full on implemented them, and obviously they work. But what have the results been, and how's it changed the game for you? And tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I didn't think I was able to do a deal as big as I ended up doing. I thought I was going to end up getting a small property and making something happen. I ended up getting a property for $840,000. I have a reno budget of $185,000, and the whole thing cost me $35,000. At the end of the day, I have $1 million deal.
Yeah,
it's nothing I could have possibly fathomed. Not to mention the fact that
what about the cash flow?
The cash flow is going to be about $4,000 a month.
Okay, so off of $35,000, you're turning it into $1 million asset. I like to remind you, just so you know, you're a guaranteed millionaire in 30 years, if not less. That's assuming that deal doesn't appreciate. You're a guaranteed millionaire off of $35,000 out of pocket. That's it. That's the only money that came out of your pocket. That's not including $4,000 per month that you're getting, all leveraging the 203K Way strategy.
That is correct.
All right, man, so anyone watching right now that's kind of on the fence, they know the 203K is for them, but they're kind of on the fence on whether, this mentorship would be valuable for them. Being part of this, the Inner Circle community, the 203K Way Inner Circle community would be valuable to them. What would you tell someone that's on the fence that's thinking for us? What would you tell them?
Obviously, based on my experience, I would say just do it. If you feel that you would benefit from proven systems, from coaching calls that will transform your mindset to one of a real estate investor, not just a home buyer, a real estate investor, where you can leverage your money the best way possible and just propel yourself into your next several deals, which
You're on deal number 3.
I'm on deal number 3.
Listen, man, these events are so cool. I love doing this. And, being part of this community, it's having this interaction, right? It's, I see you being here and around long term, helping other people with the 203K down the line, because now you have your experience. Just want to grow this community, let more people know that the 203K is a viable option, especially the way we do it, right? The 203K is one thing, but the 203K way, the system and processes that we implement is very unique, right? And it's allowing you to squeeze that $150,000 in equity, $4,000 a month. If you do it our way, that's how you make it happen. But
Absolutely.
love you, man.
Love you, brother. Thank you.